Shalom, I am Dr. Ann Davis with Bible Interact. I'm going to talk about the prophecy of Passover. Israel's annual festivals are all prophetic. The first, which is Passover, Pesach in Hebrew, and the last, which is Tabernacles, Sukkot in Hebrew, offer a glimpse of God's plan to redeem his people and bring them into his holy presence. So we've got the beginning and we've got the end. So let's look at who left Egypt during the Exodus. This is the time of the Passover. Now the sons of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Sukkot, about 600,000 men on foot aside from children. Now men is the English translation. It's Hagiborim. Hagiborim are these very strong ones, these very mighty men. They describe the remnant of God, and we're going to see it also is going to describe a remnant of Satan. A mixed multitude also went up with them, along with flocks and herds, a very large number of livestock. This is prophetic. All the people of Israel were rescued from slavery. Now that happens when you first belong to God. So it represents the beginning and it also represents the end. 600,000 Giborim on foot. They're all Giborim. They're only a remnant are the mighty men. A mixed multitude goes with them, which includes Gentiles, not just Jews, but also Gentiles. God led the people around by the way of the wilderness to the Red Sea, and the sons of Israel went up in martial array. Martial array is ha-mushim, and it means arranged in companies and organized for war. Now, out of all Israel's 9 annual festivals, only 2 are celebrated for 7 days. We've got Passover. Passover represents, when we first belong to God, but it's also prophetic of the future. We have the last one is Sukkot. Sukkot represents the end of time. Moses said to the people, "Do not fear, stand by and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will accomplish for you." Okay, that's when the Red Sea parts and they go as an army into the wilderness. Now, we have, at the time that they cross the Jordan River, okay, Joshua says, "Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to do according to all the law which Moses, my servant, commanded you." So what we have is, we have Moses who parted the Red Sea. That's all of God's people. We have Joshua, where the Jordan River backs up and they can go through the water, is only a remnant. Now I have to draw a conclusion here. Israel's annual festivals are prophetic of God's work to redeem mankind and bring them into his righteous presence. Passover, Pesach, points to the end of time when all of God's people and a mixed multitude of Gentiles will be rescued from the clutches of Satan and delivered into God's presence. That's at the beginning and it's going to be again at the end. Before this prophecy will be fulfilled, God is working with a remnant to help bring about his work. Well, he's working with everybody, but only a remnant will fully trust in God and make Yeshua their master and try to be like him. Parting of the Red Sea is prophetic of all God's people being rescued from the evil world in the beginning, and it also points to the end. The stopping of the Jordan River points to God's remnant who are prepared to defeat the enemy. And then when you get to Sukkot, you have the end of time when all of God's people again will be rescued from the evil world to come into God's presence.